Winston. Wow, and there's that one-handed catch. Here's a blitz. Wilson on that ankle runs away, throws, diving. Did he make the catch? Oh my goodness, he did. Bortles to Robinson. Oh, what a play! Did he get both feet in? Yes, he did.
My name's Howie Waremeyer. My name's the Titty Ticklers.
Alex DeGroot, Cashville Quarterbacks.
My name is Jonathan Book. My team name is D's Nuts on Your Chin. And my team motto is D's Nuts on Your Chin.
Matt Forte is not clutch. And Andre Esposito.
Richard Castor, PS Squared, Politics, Strategy, and Skill.
Tony Esposito, the Field Plowers, aka Poop for Gold.
Dominic Esposito, Fluffy Bunnies.
My name is James. I'm the eldest son of Joseph and Julianne of the Michigan tribe. And I'm a member of the Mount Home Bromance, known as All In Mudmen.
Ben and Southern Madtown Rebels.
Michael DeGroot, former French football player.
Duh! Really? You're looking right at him, pal. Right here. Me.
Sure.
Number 5. I mean, I'm in the middle. If you're on the end, you gotta wait sometimes 17, 18 picks. When you're in the middle, it's every 10. Easy.
Me.
Well, thanks to Alex and Howie, my picks right now are 10, 11, and 12, which means my third pick will be better than everybody else's second pick. So thank you, boys, for that. I'm going to have the best draft today.
Obviously, it's going to be me, and it's not usually contested. I always have the best draft because most people just let gold fall to me.
Well, obviously, Tony. Alex pretty much stacked his whole damn team.
Who's gonna have the biggest draft day?
Dominic's gonna have the biggest draft day! Dominic is!
That is a pretty obvious question. That is me. Because I always get the results I wanted from my players. I always get points. I just have the worst luck.
Anybody but Howie.
If you ain't first or last, I was definitely last year. Kind of hurts me to say that, but I should have won. That's all I got to say.
Most definitely Howie. Just absolute shit.
Oh, well, that is an easy one. Howie.
It was Howie Waymire, no question about it. He was the worst. He had a garbage team because he made garbage picks and garbage trades, and he was the worst last year, and he's going to be a sticker bitch this year. Congratulations, Howie, for being the worst this year.
It shouldn't be very hard for anybody to figure out who was worst last year. All you have to do is look back at the record and see that one Howard Frank Waymire III took first place in the Suck Bowl.
Really? Let's let the record speak for itself. Captain Kirk? I mean, really? Captain Kirk. Sorry.
Howie for sure. By far, definitely Howie.
Howie obviously had the worst season last year, but JB had the absolute worst defense.
My opinion was JB.
Howie and Jonathan.
I think it'll be Alex DeGroot. He made a trade. That was his only trade he ever made. It was awful. I'm not gonna lie. It was awful. I feel like it'll be Cody. He is actually biased towards Raider players.
JB and Howie will both be in the Suck Bowl, as they are every year. Bar almost every year. and they will fight over those crumbs on who gets to wear the dress, because they are both pretty little girls who like to fight over those things.
Definitely Ben. Last year was the biggest fluke I've ever seen. That guy doesn't know what the hell he's doing around here. Just a terrible drafter, has no clue. Have some respect and at least pay for something that would tell you how to do better, Ben. Last year was a fluke, not gonna happen again. And then, of course, Jim. There is no one in this league who cares more about fantasy football and does worse than Jim. Just a terrible track record, terrible strategy, and it only gets worse from here.
I'm gonna have to go with Cody and JB. Cody, he likes the Raiders too much. One or two players I can see, but he'll load up on just about everybody on that team. And JB, God love him, puts too much faith in rookies.
Howie. And Howie. I need something stronger than this.
I think I would have to say that most likely would be the current reigning loser, which is Howie, and Alex Fatty McFat DeGroot, considering he gave me his 10 and 11 just for my second and some piddly somethings else I gave him, whatever it was.
JB's just too good to everybody. He just feels bad for everybody. He's too giving. And Howie he's too gullible.
John, Howie, for sure.
Howie and JB will both be in the Suck Bowl this year. It'll be a rematch of the most stoppable force meeting the most movable object.
I'm going with Alex and Tony this year. That sounds pretty good.
Howie and Jonathan. I'm gonna have to go Harry 3.0 again. I haven't traded with him here, but I mean, look, we have a trade rapist in the group, and he got him real good.
I don't work that way, Toby. I don't try to convince people that my trade is actually a good trade because I feel like it is a good trade.
It's probably Jonathan. He's very gullible.
Howie.
All right, now I know that I had a bad trade, but the single worst trade was me, and I'll fess up to that. But Howie, you went down or stayed the same in every single round that you traded in, and you moved up and only won.
Alex.
Jonathan. I don't know if it's just his genetics because he's Asian, or I don't know.
Howie.
Alex, you're a piece of shit. Tony, you take advantage of things, and you're a piece of shit too. Don't have anything against Dominic. Jonathan, you're Asian. Ben, you're my brother-in-law, so I kind of have to be nice to you, but not in fantasy football. You're a piece of shit too. Jim, you're getting there. You're getting there. You're on the shit list. Cody, you're dog shit. Andre, you're out of here. Ricky, get out of here. You're shit.
I've had some terrible luck in fantasy football. My first year, had a really good team, then Julio Jones was out for the season. Second year, AP, first overall pick. That was bad. This year I had the second most fantasy points. First most points scored against me, by far again. It's just bad luck, and it's gonna change eventually, Toby. It's gonna change. I will be your champion this year, so you should bow your knee right now, because these nuts are about to be on your chin.
Yeah, well, you're looking at the new champ right here. That's all you need to know. I'm the champion. Let's just spell the name right on the trophy. The G is capitalized into group, by the way.
Dominic, I'm ashamed that you would do something like pay Fantasy Pros to basically do your draft for you, which is something I'd expect Ricky to do, and he does. JB, I can't say it enough. You have the absolute worst defense and the worst defensive skills known to man.
My team is going to be stacked. I've got the best draft picks. Looks like I'm winning the trophy for a second time in 3 years.
This is my year again. Repeat.
Not really. Besides, I'm going to crush everyone and take home the trophy.
Howie's pretty bad about everything he does.
This season, I have respects and disrespects for everyone. I'd like to thank Ricky for joining us for our second year of fantasy football. Secondly, Tony, Congratulations on becoming a commissioner, and thank you, JB, for stepping down. We all thought that you were actually going to cry, just like when we'd call you Justin Bieber all those years. Dominic, congratulations on your shit-talking ability. It has improved. We all saw that from the video that you did share. And congratulations. I think that might be because you finally got a girlfriend after so many years, but I won't point that out. Now it's time for disrespects. Well, Howie, you are this year's sticker bitch, and I really hope that the dress that you are wearing is very revealing and makes your self-esteem plummet. Now, JB and Howie will both be in the suck bowl. Andre, he will be almost there, but he doesn't really do anything in the league anyway. Dom, maybe 5th, 6th. Also Ricky, he'll be 7th. The top 4 will be me, Tony, Ben, and Alex. Jim, I'm sorry, you get so busy with work that eventually leads to drinking, and you're not able to choose the players right. I can't wait to see you all suck it. You know what I mean when I say it. Have a great night, gentlemen. Wish I was there.
My name's Howie Waymire, and I was definitely last year. That's all I gotta say.